welcome to the listeners and viewers tuning into this video. I'm Hiren Williams and I will be describing the following and teaching some advanced mechanics on a universal level. So today I'm going to be talking about star formation connected to the Gould belt, Ibex ribbon neutral macroparticle structure, and also error correcting coding for the Mobius transformations and gravitational lensing, and also ending it off with electron scattering. So the sun's corona is communicating with the Earth's magnetosphere. How and why? Due to what is known as star formation and cathode grid mechanics on a planetary and universal level, the Sun is the 12th planet or stargate on a planetary cathode level, meaning that it is at the top of the planetary cathode. In astrophysics and cosmology, star formation, when approaching from a universal level, when looking into Universal Stargate 1, Universal Atomic Stargate, where we consider the spin rate of atoms in star formation. This is where it becomes clear that the Sun is and was formed through Universal Stargate 1 in astrophysics. Thus, it is connected to Universal Stargate 1 in universal mechanics. Then, forming after some millions of years, planets that orbits its magnetic field, which is basically planetary cathode level mechanics that consist of 12 based mass and 12 planets with the Sun as the number 12. Our planet's magnetosphere also communicate with the other planets in the solar system via the interplanetary frequency. With our solar system being from Mercury to what is now said to be Pluto, but the solar system previously was under the control of the Pleiadian Arcturian light lock, which is connected to the Van Allen belt, which we can't pass through due to the light lock, as the Van Allen belt is connected to the lunar lock, with the planet being previously under the influence of lunar gestalt. That is further linked to the Metatronic reversals and Metatronic cube, as the moon is linked to feminine 11D reversal frequency. So we exited the lunar cycle and we exited the solar system's light lock and entered a solar sun cycle last year in 2024, which is also known as a Muhurta cycle, thus making the interplanetary frequency of Earth shaped and formed like a Meissner field, which connects to our Meissner field on a personal bodily blueprint level of anatomy and atoms, mirroring the micro and the macro self on a bodily, planetary, and universal level. Earth and the solar system being in the local interstellar group and local interstellar cloud, a part of the Orion spur and arm, is moving in the direction of the G cloud, which is in the direction of the summer triangles Aquila, Cygnus, and Lyra. The solar system is connected to the Gould belt's 20-degree angle tilt in the southern hemisphere of the celestial sphere that goes from Orion Nebula to the closest star-forming region, Rho Ophiuchus cloud complex, as Earth and our solar system being in the local interstellar medium equates to the Earth and solar system being in the direction of Orion as the direction of the anti-galactic center and core. Thus, Earth and the solar system is rotating and spinning on its axis, and Earth's magnetosphere and solar system magnetospheric bubble and heliopause is receiving solar winds coming from the interstellar medium, with Orion being in the direction that the Voyager probe is traveling in, direction of the interstellar medium, and also the Ibex ribbon probe located in Orion Nebula, which captured a neutral macroparticle structure of the universe. The nose of the neutral macroparticle structure being in Ophiuchus, which is where the incoming stellar winds is located, with the Ibex ribbon probe located in the Orion Nebula and the trapezium cluster as another star-forming region in the Orion Nebula where proton stars take form and go from the trapezium cluster in the direction of the Eridanus supervoids, Eridanus superbubble, in the direction of the star Epsilon Eridanus, also known as Ran, and Sinistra, with the trapezium cluster as universal target 1, and Ran aka Sinistra and Epsilon Eridanus as universal target 2. The Gould belt tilt is connected to the gravitron in astrophysics, as the gravitron is connected to the Lorentzian curve in astrophysics, which monitors and picks up weak electromagnetic waves. Further connected to the Gould belt connection to the Fibonacci number sequencing. The Gould belt forms a Mobius-like structure that further connects to error-correcting coding through the Mobius transformation for correction coding. When taking the Gould belt's 20-degree tilt and Ibex ribbon neutral macroparticle structures 30-degree tilt interconnected through both interacting at the 25-degree mark equates to the Mobius transformations and error correcting coding on a universal level, as the two structures interact at the 25-degree mark and you can't pass the 25-degree mark in interconnected spin between two belts. Thus, the Gould belt is located in the southern hemisphere and connects to the Orion in the anti-galactic center and core, to the Rho Ophiuchus cloud complex in the location of Scorpio's Antares star, that is universal stargate 9, with the other universal stargate 9 as Omega Centauri, a part of the SCO-Centaurus association that leads to the Rho Ophiuchus cloud complex. So Omega Centauri is a part of the SCO-Centaurus association that leads to the Rho Ophiuchus cloud complex, with both Antares and Omega Centauri being a part of the southern axis that leads to the galactic core and south pole. Theta Crux being at the 12-hour mark aligns with the Rho Ophiuchus cloud complex connected to Mobius transformation and error-correct encoding as the Mobius belt. Gould's belt interaction with the Ibex ribbon neutral macroparticle structure at the 25-degree mark. The Rho Ophiuchus cloud complex as the closest star-forming region and the Scotian-Tora association leading to the Rho Ophiuchus cloud complex and the Ibex ribbon neutral macroparticle structure is receiving solar winds from the interstellar medium, with the nose of incoming solar winds being located in the constellation of Ophiuchus, marked as a X in between the two legs of Ophiuchus, and the Ibex ribbon formation of neutral macroparticle structure interacting with the solar system's magnetosphere and heliopause, where the bosock is happening due to the incoming solar winds from the interstellar medium hitting the heliopause and magnetosphere of the solar system's bubble. Thus, the Ibex ribbon neutral macroparticle structure is connected to Ophiuchus, as Ophiuchus is the 13th sign, as the nose of the incoming solar winds is hitting the solar system heliopause and magnetosphere, which is located in Ophiuchus, as the nose where the incoming solar winds is coming from. Thus, the Ibex ribbon neutral macroparticle structure is connected to Ophiuchus as the 13th sign, as the nose of incoming solar winds hitting the solar system heliopause and magnetosphere is located in Ophiuchus. And then we have the dark nebula B68, which blocks out light from the Rho Ophiuchus cloud complex to the Orion Nebula and the entire Gould belt structure, which is located in the southern hemisphere of the celestial sphere. So, here we are getting past the Gould belt and linking the Gould belt and the Ibex ribbon in further mechanics. The Gould belt at 20-degree tilt and the Ibex ribbon at 30-degree tilt interacting rotations as Mobius transformations, further connected to the Sagittarius dwarf galaxy, being connected to the Klein bottle geometry, and further connected to electron scattering when taking all three into perspective and account in astrophysics. Gould belt, Ibex ribbon, and Sagittarius dwarf galaxy. So, this is how that would look in connection with electron scattering. We have the Gould belt in the southern part of the universe, anti-galactic center that goes all the way to Rho Ophiuchus, and then we have the Ibex ribbon neutral macroparticle structure that interconnects with the Gould belt at the 25-degree mark, and then after that we have the Sagittarius dwarf galaxy, which is close to the galactic disk in Sagittarius, meaning that it is parallel to the Ibex ribbon macroneutral particle structure and also the Gould belt, which makes it possible for electron scattering as you are further away from the anti-galactic center, and now you are more closer to the galactic center, being located in Sagittarius and further associated with the Sagittarius dwarf galaxy. With the dark nebula B68 located in Ophiuchus in the vicinity of Theta Ophiuchus, and the Rho Ophiuchus cloud and the dark nebula B68 leading to the galactic center in the southern celestial hemisphere. Then we move on over to the Sagittarius dwarf galaxy and what the Sagittarius dwarf galaxy is all about. So, the Sagittarius dwarf galaxy formed the Magellanic cloud stream, which formed due to gravitational disturbance in the disk of the Sagittarius dwarf galaxy, further connected to the gravitational lensing effect of the lensed quasar QSO 0957 plus 561 A/B in Ursa Major, and the Price-Wellen 1 star cluster that is in the same vicinity as the lensed quasar in Ursa Major. Thus, the lensed quasar in Ursa Major have a gravitational lensing effect that can cause gravitational disturbances in the Sagittarius dwarf galaxy, as the Price-Wellen star cluster is located on the edge of the galactic disk, with the Price-Wellen cluster being in the same region and location as the lensed quasar in Ursa Major. With the Magellanic cloud stream leading to the small and large Magellanic cloud, then leading to the leading arm of the Magellanic cloud stream, which follows with the Price-Wellen star cluster that is relatively close to the lensed quasar QSO 0957 plus 561 AB in Ursa Major. Then we have the other gravitational lensing constituents as Lyrae Vega, Lyrae Epsilon, and Theta Lyrae, being also viewed in gravitational lensing by being in between Ursa Major's lensed quasar and also the Einstein cross located in Cygnus. This is where we see that the Ursa Major constellation's lensed quasar sharing a relationship with the Lyran constellation gravitational lensing, and also Cygnus's Einstein cross, which is also referenced in gravitational lensing.